What's going on, everybody? It's Vinny here from the Elite Gaming Series, back again with a brand new Assassin's Creed 4 multiplayer commentary for you guys. So if you can't tell by the title already, Assassin's Creed 4 has been out for, 5 days by now, and I thought I would give you my full opinion on the game and, just what I think of it nowadays rather than what I thought of it at first. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the multiplayer and then maybe a little bit about the campaign. So this starts off, let's talk about multiplayer for instance. You're watching a multiplayer game right now. I definitely like this persona the best. This is the Duelist, for those of you who don't know. And I personally think he's a pretty badass guy. He just looks pretty cool, and he's like, he's probably going to be the guy you're going to be seeing the most of when I put up Assassin's Creed 4 for you guys. So as far as that goes, he's my favorite persona. Now, the next thing, multiplayer, I had something wrong initially. It's not new as far as the points go, I don't think. What it seems like is, contested kills have always basically been a kill cut in half. It's always been 100 points. Grab kills have always been 3 times a kill, 450 points. It's just now they're highlighting that when the score comes up on the screen rather than having it always just read the score. I had that wrong in the beginning, and I'm sorry about that. Other than that, there's a couple new perks like the one you just saw here, scrambling me, and things like that. And I think they're pretty freaking neat in my opinion. The game isn't too different in my opinion. It's just it's cool in a way, it's kind of like Call of Duty. It's not too drifted from the main game, like the core game you look for in an Assassin's Creed game, like the mind game sort of set, but it differs by the fact of it has enough new content to keep us happy, and that's cool enough for me. I'm gonna have a good time playing this game for the next year or so, as far as that is concerned. I don't think it's gonna bore me. I think it's definitely worth getting it if you are a big Assassin's Creed multiplayer gamer. And if you're new to it, it's gonna seem complicated at first, but you definitely learn it a little bit better as you play it a bit more. So that's kind of how that goes. Now, let's talk about the campaign for a little bit. I believe I'm on the 5th sequence right now. I haven't had a ton of time to play it because midterms have been coming up and all that jazz. So that's been happening. But as far as everything goes in the campaign, I definitely like it a lot so far. It's a good story. It follows Edward Kenway, if you didn't already know that. And it's just a really neat story to come off of. Assassin's Creed 3 had a major cliffhanger. For any of you guys who haven't played the game yet, I'm not looking to spoil that for you guys, because it was probably the biggest cliffhanger I've ever had in any game I've ever played. It was just absolutely fantastic. So as I was playing it, I'm starting to miss a couple of the other things, like Assassin's Creed 3. I felt like it was definitely more along the lines of the towns were roughly 2-story buildings, and they were a bit bigger from what I think. A lot of the towns in this are smaller. It's definitely not like Assassin's Creed 1 where you had like Damascus and Acre and Mazilf, and the buildings were absolutely ginormous. Or even like Assassin's Creed 2 with Rome and Italy and Venice and all that. It's definitely not it's not as big by any means as far as towns go, but as far as the game goes, I think it's a bigger game. You can do a lot more in general. Like, you can obviously send out assassins contracts like you've always been able to do. You can there are little side things that you can do to get armor or get work and make more money, or oh shoot, I don't even remember what it's called. It starts from the R or something like that. But there's definitely plenty to do in this campaign, for those of you wondering. And then on top of all that, the new ship mechanics are, in my opinion, what I think are freaking fantastic. One of the best things that could have come to the series. You know, a lot of people think that they would have killed the series by making it so much on water. And yeah, a lot of it is on water. You know, there's a lot of ship battles. There's a lot of side things as far as sailing your ship, and it's kind of like the Kingdom in Assassin's Creed 1, where the water is kind of the main transportation area between all of the main cities. And you know, but unlike Kingdom in Assassin's Creed 1 or anything like that in any of the other Assassin's Creed games, there's a lot more to do with your ship. You know, you can upgrade your ship, you can make it more powerful, you can make it more, you can defend it a lot better, you can do a lot of things like that. And it's definitely seems a lot more involved, if that makes any sense. It's it makes traveling fun. You know, I always like pillaging ships and taking stuff over. I think it's awesome. And it's just something else to do, I guess. You know, it's a neat thing. Plenty to do, obviously. So that's kind of how that goes. Now, as far as the story goes, obviously, I think it's amazing. I played every story up to this game, so you know, I'm on the 6th installment in the series, I guess you can call it. And you know, it's progressing. You know, it's obviously something major has happened, and it's getting it's being worked on. And I'm really eager to see where Ubisoft has gone with this story, because I think it's amazing. I don't think they've killed it at all, and it's a nice fresh coat of paint on something that I think is already pretty nice looking, if that makes any sense to you guys. The DLCs are promising from what I've heard, and it's just looking to be a pretty good game all around. It's looking as of right now, I'd have to say that Brotherhood was my absolute favorite not Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed game to this day. And you know, it was a really good game in my opinion, but you know, honestly, I'm looking at Assassin's Creed 4 as a very close second. It's a really neat it's a pretty cool game so far, and I'm looking forward to what else it has to offer during its lifespan before the next one comes out. So, you know, I haven't finished it yet. I'm not leveled up all the way to Prestige yet. You know, I haven't finished it by any means, but there's so much to do in this game. I actually might see if I can complete this story mode as 100%. You know, I was close in Assassin's Creed 2 to completely finishing this the story mode, but I never did because of all the feathers and things like that. But I'm very eager to see if I can actually complete this game to its full its limit. You know, if I can do everything it has to offer, because it seems like there's just so much, and it will keep me busy for such a long time. And I would look forward to that. You know, I didn't have that urge to do it in Assassin's Creed 3 just because I felt like a lot of Assassin's Creed 3 was somewhat I'm trying to think. Assassin's Creed 3, it lost its interest. You know, we're in the American Revolution, and you know, you played as an Indian basically, and he was an assassin. That's all fine and dandy, but you know, it felt like a different game. You know, being playing Assassin's Creed 4, you know, you're not in the U.S. anymore. You're in the world, and it just seems a lot more kind of true to it, I guess. You know, the game just seems all around more like an Assassin's Creed game rather than something else, which is somewhat what I thought of Assassin's Creed 3. And it looks very, very it looks very promising. If I had to give this game a rank out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8, and we'll see what else, if that can be improved by the time the next game comes out. So, you know, I absolutely think it's worth the buy. I think it's a fun little game to pick up. If for 60 bucks, there's plenty of stuff to do, and the multiplayer is its own game in itself. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I hope you guys like the multiplayer game. I thought this was a pretty good one to put up for you. If you're new to the channel, please remember to leave a like rating down below if you want, subscribe if you'd like, and comment below on what you think of Assassin's Creed 4, because I'm only one guy with one opinion, and I'd like to hear some other ones. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I've been Vinny. Peace.